As a famous internet horror Halloween YouTuber person, I always literally get 0 questions every single day asking me, Scaretastic, where do you put your animatronic props when it's not Halloween time? And the answer to that, my child, is I store them in my own storage unit. Now, in case you don't know, storage units are very handy to have. Normally, people move houses and they need to put something somewhere while they move, like furniture and other earthly belongings. Others tend to put different objects into those storage containers, like dead bodies, garage parts, cars, office equipment. It really ranges between different things, but that is where I put my props. Now, I recently moved from one storage center to another. The new unit that I have moved to is 3 by 3 meters in width and length, whereas the old one was 3 by 1. Plenty more room.
Who else has enough room?
And now that I've properly settled into the new unit and I've put everything where I want it to be, I thought, you know what, let's do a video on it. So today, I'm going to show you the dungeon. I should note that everything you see in this video is purely for Halloween use. However, I do have a thing or two that aren't Halloween related. Of course, this video might be outdated as soon as in 2 months time, where I may purchase more props, I may not. Who knows? Let's get this tour started. Okay, so first up we have the zombie legs, which I bought from a Facebook seller. This is a mannequin bottom half with some spray foam painted in red. Coming up next we have the tombstone and skeleton animatronic, which is more like a static, but anyway. He will be used this year, maybe. We'll see him later. There's a video on this guy. A lot of these guys have videos made on them already, so make sure to check them out. But this guy is probably one of the cheapest ones I have in terms of like the life-size ones. So yeah, coming up next is the recently videographed Lunging Reaper, which I did a video on. This was the one I bought for 67 bucks, so not too bad. This is the Costco version, so it's not the normal version, which had the grayer sort of attire, but still, he works, although the mouth doesn't actually move, which I did try and fix it. Yeah, he's cool. I'm going to use him this year, that's for sure. Down here we have the Lunging Zombie Reaper. Yep, this piece of work is still here. As you can see, the stand is still attached to the base, and that's a bit annoying, but I couldn't really get it out without breaking the plastic on the base, so I decided to just sort of leave it on. But that is the Lunging Zombie Reaper down here. See his little face, his yellow eyes. Had too much to drink, I think. At the bottom we have the Rising Woman, which I did a video on a few weeks ago, I think maybe a month ago even. She works fine, nothing wrong with her. This is the Jack Skellington animatronic, the one which only had the mouth movement. This is not the Gemmy version. This is actually a techie version released in, I think, 2021 or 2022. Mainly through Amscan. You would have seen this guy being sold in Big W and such. Up here we have John Doe. I haven't done a video on this guy yet. As a matter of fact, I've only taken him out of the box once. And that was for Halloween night. So this one is definitely going to get a video on it sometime soon, hopefully within the next month or so. We'll have to see. Here is Death Row. I've sort of hit him off camera for a while. I always wanted to do a video on Death Row. It's just, I have some other things which maybe would be more appealing for a video idea. I mean, everyone's sort of seen Death Row by now. It's a classic Spirit Halloween prop. Up here we have some chains, and attached to the chains are some hooks, which I've definitely not used at all, ever. These are some structures. This is part of a prop which I have built myself, which is a shower curtain type of thing. So these two act as like a pole or like a pillar. And then there's this rod, which is here, that actually connects between here and here. Bit fuzzy. Yeah. So when the rod is attached between these two, there's actually a shower curtain attached to the pole that runs across. so that way the actor can jump out and scare people. I gotta sort of re-engineer it a bit just to make it a bit more stable, especially when the pole's inserted into these two bits here. But other than that, that's what that's really there for. Down here we have a few things. So this is a switchboard which I will be using as part of a death row themed section of my haunt. So that is a Spirit Halloween activation thing, and that's plugged in with Death Row. It activates Death Row. So that's going to be used. This down here is the Twisting Zombie. I haven't really done a video on him yet, although I have featured him in the Thrillerama video. So he's in it. Not much else to really say about him. He twists around and he's a short fella, but anyway, he's cool. He's funny. I call him my son. Back here in these bags here are just some foam tombstones. So here we have two skeletons. My mask is just sort of resting on the one here. The skeletons are actually sitting atop of the chair, which will be used for Death Row. Another Death Row themed attraction here, I guess you could say. I took an old commode chair and I just sort of sanded it back a little bit, applied some decking oil to give it that brownish sort of look. Then I added some safety tape down there, which is actually grip tape, and I've attached some stickers, some high voltage stickers. So that way, it sort of looks like a electric chair. It's not a typical electric chair. This is a sort of budget-friendly option that I had to undertake. I might build a custom electric chair sometime in the future, just not right now. I've got other props I've got to build first. Here we have a giant tombstone, which is made out of foam, and underneath it is a base, which I'll probably be using for something. Down here, we just have some non-related Halloween stuff. It's actually model train stuff, back when I did model railroading. Here we have the classic jumping spider animatronic, which has had its fair share of pulling outs and putting ups and everything. Still works, nothing wrong with it, although I think one of the Velcro strips are sort of ripping off the fabric, which I might need to replace soon. This is my, what do you call it? This is my skeleton clown reaper candy bowl thing. So this actually has a bowl which you can put candy in. It's a bit dark, but he's a clown thing, so yeah. Up here we have some pumpkins. Here we have two misting pumpkins. Now these don't actually mist, they just light up, but I'm still going to use them at some point. Here we have some more pumpkins, which I got secondhand. Up here we have just like a giant skull and then like some other skull related things for the graveyard scene, which I'm going to do this year. Here is the only working misting pumpkin that actually mists. I got the 3 of these for a discount. I forgot how much. I think it was under $90 Australian, but yeah. So these are my 3 misting pumpkins, although one only mists. So here is the banjo playing skeleton. I haven't done a video on this guy either. I might do it for like a short or something. He does work. There's a button here which activates him. I won't turn him on because I don't really have time to play him out, but yeah. Here we have some more lighting. Not much there, just some solar lights and such. Some more lighting down here and also some extra handheld props and everything for the actors. Some more lighting down there, so the bulk of it is in this box here. This is the grave digger, or the crouching grave digger, or the unwanted child. He's here. He's actually got quite a big box, if I'm not gonna lie. He sits here. I've actually written on the box, "You're not the favorite." Here we have some tombstones, and also that curtain. Here we have the mangy rat. Underneath the mangy rat is the cauldron creeper. I hate him. Underneath the cauldron creeper is the graveyard host. Now, I haven't taken him out of the box yet. I'm still trying to find a place to do a video where I can set him up and properly demo him, because where I do my videos at the moment, it's actually not high enough for him. It's about 7.5 foot. So I'm gonna have to try and find somewhere that would be a suitable location to build him and accommodate him. And underneath we have the not working properly cracking crypt. My only distortions prop. Last chunk of animatronics now. We have the Scorched Scarecrow, which was the first animatronic unboxing and setup video I did on the channel. Here we have the terrorist, Terry. That wasn't very funny, scaredastic. Just work on your jokes better, mate. He's here. His box is a bit ragged. Like I said in the original storage unit video, he is probably the most popular prop I have, so I take him out for like special occasions or whatever. I took him out for a birthday thing once. I've used him for Halloween night. I've set him up in different locations. And finally, down the bottom, we have an animatronic, which I haven't showed off at all. I haven't actually told anyone that I was going to get it until, well, whenever you watch this video. That is the 10-foot tall Costco, which now I'm going to do a video on this quite soon. Probably before the graveyard host. I got this one secondhand. Unlike a lot of all these ones here, which, except for the Cracking Crypt, they were all new in the box, or maybe actually Cauldron Creek was secondhand. This one, on the other hand, is extremely secondhand. The seller told me that the only thing wrong with it is that the wand is actually cracked, but the light still works in it. But in the ad, it said it didn't, so I've got no idea. So we're gonna have to wait and see when the video comes out, won't we?